Welcome to this segment of SII Motivational Minutes with your host, Dwight Lee. On this segment right here, we're going to talk about the process of thinking and get a depiction of what's happening inside the brain. The metaphysician, the alchemist, Jesus, spoke to the fig tree and cursed it because it wasn't being fruitful. And there's other instances where he talked about trees. Well, inside of your head, when you think, your thinking has a lot to do with a lot of different things. And there's these things inside the brain called dendrites, and they resemble trees. Or if you really look at it, you'll see what it's saying. See what I'm saying? And basically, when you're thinking soundly or healthily, those things are like green, and they look like they're producing, just like an abundant tree. Well, as you think inaccurately, and you think wrongly, and you think negatively, the color starts to fade. And when you're really, really off course, it's like it's getting gray, and like a darker gray. And, you can look at any, holy book, and I'm just going to use the Bible as an example. In Philippians 4:8, it doesn't matter what your belief is. These are just a lot of principles. It tells you to think on things whatsoever true, whatsoever things are of good report, whatsoever things are honorable. So that, to me, by my observation, is an indication that we really don't even have the right to think wrongly, just like we're commanded to not worry. When we think inaccurately, or we think in fear, and we think in doubt, that's not controlling the imagination. And that's going to cause some problems somewhere down the line, because, thoughts are real things. First you have them, then they have you. What do I mean by that? When you think, your thought goes out into the electromagnetic field, and it's going to bring back a mental equivalent, and it's all according to the frequency that you're emitting, the rate of the thought, and the emotion that's attached to it. But you cannot get away with what you think. Even James Allen said it. He thinks in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. So what you think is going to come back to you, is going to come visit you. It's going to show up at your doorstep. So I say, think accurately, think wisely, think about the things that you want to happen in your life. Do not think about anything that you do not want to see happen in your life. We've been live on SII Motivational Minutes, and we've been talking about the process of thought, and we've been talking about what's going on inside of the brain, and discussing briefly the dendrites. Thank you for tuning in.